Happy Friday, beautiful ladies. So I am just coming in here just to give you just a quick training on really something that I've talked about and on some corporate stages. And so I thought, I'm going to do it for my podcast. If you're not listening to my podcast, go subscribe to Fulfilled After 50. But this is about the 7 principles to live by. And so, it got me really thinking today because lost another good friend that it makes you think that life is really short. Okay. And none of us know how much time we have here. So it's about making the most of every single day that you have, right? So we're going to talk about the 7 principles. So the first one goes right along with that, and it's really thinking about one day at a time. One day you will no longer be here. And so, nobody knows. We never know what our expiration date is while we're here, right? And life is short and it's unpredictable. So the only thing that really matters is how you made somebody else feel while you're here. So Maya Angelou has a quote that says, "They will forget what you did, they will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel." And so people always will remember, how did you make them feel while you were here? Did you care to pick up the phone and call somebody? Did you care to pick up the phone and tell somebody that you loved them? Did you care to mend that bridge maybe that's broken? Did you care enough to forgive that person that may have hurt you, hurt your feelings? And so I really want you to think about that first principle, okay? Life is short. None of us knows how long we're going to be here. So, number 2, I want you to think about also, there is nothing you cannot do, be, or have, okay? If one person has done it while they're here on earth, you can do it too. Remember what impossible means. Break it down. Impossible, the only thing that means is I am possible. That's what that means. And so the first one is that one day we will all be gone. It's a matter of how did you make somebody feel while you were here. Number 2 is there is nothing you cannot do, be, or have while you are here. And break down that impossible, because all that means is I am possible. Number 3 is nothing, guys, is worth it if it doesn't make you happy. And so, I plan events, I plan retreats for high coaches, trainers, other corporations that want to do retreats. So I have a partner that I do that with. And it's funny, it's because she is like 20 years younger than me. And she made such an impact in her one statement that she said 2 weeks ago while we were on our retreat in Destin. And she said, "I do not want to do anything that doesn't make me happy." I'm like, that is such a huge revelation when you're that young and you get it. Because nothing is worth it if it doesn't make you happy. Right? So, just make sure that it makes you happy while you're doing it. And if it doesn't, then don't. That's about what it boils down to. The 4th principle is be yourself. be you. How many times have you seen somebody so miserable because what are they trying to be? They're trying to be somebody else. God didn't intend for you to be anybody else except for you. You be you. When we try to look at somebody else and be them, we live a miserable life. If you are constantly trying to be like someone else, you're just going to be miserable the rest of your life, right? So be yourself. Be authentic. Be genuine. And that will open yourself up for so much to come back into you. The fifth thing, guys, I got some ulcers in my mouth. Like, my mouth hurts so bad right now. That's why I haven't come in here like this week, because I have ulcers. And usually that means because I just got a little bit of stress. That's what happens. You know, all of our bodies break down differently when we deal with some stress. And this is, I got some ulcers in my mouth. But, okay, we're on the fifth principle. Now, I really, really want you to write this down. Everything you need is already right here within yourself. How many people have you seen that have so many materialistic things? They got the best house, the best car, the best clothes, the best jewelry, and they are so unhappy, right? So everything you need already exists within yourself. You don't need things to make you happy. It already exists right here. I had a conversation with a woman yesterday, and she sells products, and she's a phenomenal lady, and she has invested in herself, and she has invested in coaching. I always encourage you. We always need a coach in our life. But guys, it comes to a point that you have to know that what you need is already inside yourself. You don't need another program. You don't need another this, another that, because what you have already exists right here in yourself. And you just got to pull it out. The sixth principle is leave no room for toxic people in your life. Cannot stress that enough. If you are in a room of negative, toxic people, get out of there as fast as you can. When you clean up your friends list and get rid of all of that toxicity, guys, you open yourself up for so much more goodness. Do not let anybody dim your light. I can promise you that will be the best thing that you can do for yourself. If you are surrounded by some negative, toxic people, clean it up, get them out. Number 7 principle. Whatever you focus on grows. So, whatever you focus on, it will find you. So if you're focused on helping as many people as you can, they're going to come to you. When you're focused on just being so content with everything that you have in your life right now, more of that will come in. So whatever you focus on right now is what grows. So I want you to really, really think about your thoughts and where they're going and what you are so grateful for right now, because that's what will come looking for you. All right, so that's my training for you guys for this Friday. Sorry for this, like I feel like I have a list because I got all these ulcers right now. Have a great weekend, guys. Say some kind words to somebody as you are out and about. And remember, another thing I want to touch on today is don't feel guilty for taking rest for yourself. Sometimes we feel like if we just take a little bit of downtime that like we're welcoming in weakness or something. I want you guys to please, please do not feel guilty about taking time for rest for yourself. So important. That's what I'm going to leave you on with this Friday. Have a great weekend, everybody.